3 days after joining the voluntary board of Disability Media Australia, I experienced a massive hemorrhagic stroke, which required emergency life-saving brain surgery under an induced coma, from which I was not expected to survive. I then spent the next 7 months in hospital learning to breathe independently, sit upright, and learn to take some steps, and then learn to walk again, and hopefully one day dance again. I attended my first ever DMA board meeting in my wheelchair, where the CEO joked that I was my most committed board member because I actually acquired a disability upon joining. You know, go hard to go home, right? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, so yeah. I'm a big fan of their incontinence underwear, which I call the goalkeeper jocks, because they're like, protect from behind, run behind, and yeah, protection is and it's one of those things that just gives me so much more confidence to go at my daily life and try and live a life that will ultimately fulfill my optimal and hopefully awesome potential. I've been working in the screen industry since 1988, and so and everyone talks about emerging screen professionals, but being in the game for so long, I see myself as trying to re-emerge. Because interestingly, when I left hospital, my medical team told me that I would never work again, to which I replied, developed and refined the response of, yeah, well, I'll show you. So when I left hospital, I enrolled, studied, and then graduated my Master of Screen Arts and Business from AFTRS. Look, I find it really a relief that there is a company that creates and markets products that will help me to be the best version of myself again. And believe me, after coming from where I've been, where I wasn't expected to live, that's a big deal. So, and again with my wife, Kate, my thought about her is that while neither of us are perfect, we're absolutely perfect for each other. And so yeah, and having that next level love from a woman who loves me so much just really keeps me inspired to be worthy of that, and deserving of it. Well, the NDIS is a real blessing, because remember, I was born in a country where if you don't work, you don't eat. So, being in Australia and having a society where they try to take care of those most vulnerable, it was not just a way of like, okay, well, lifetime taxes being back, but also, just a really wonderfully holistic way of respecting and everyone's individuals, because I've always proudly held the core belief there's actually a broad, rich and diverse range of quality diversity is our community's greatest asset, and it really focuses and amplifies the very idea that we all have value, all of us have value. And so I'm really grateful for both the NDIS and Independence Australia especially, who can address where I feel most vulnerable. And and it's amazing how in life with disability it always comes back to the real essential basics, like what do I eat, where do I go to the toilet, where do I sleep, all these really basic fundamentals. They say I put the fun back into fundamentalism.